Aries, welcome to With Love Tarot. I'm back with your monthly reading for December of 2019. I am on Instagram, so if you'd like to connect with me there, you can find me at With Love Tarot Official. So I'm going to be looking at your current energies, future energies, and then taking a couple cards on advice for you. Bottom of the deck for overall energies and theme, we have the Strength card. Very beautiful, and I love to see this to start. This is telling me that many of you around this time period are having traits of being very strong or exhibiting some type of ability to rein in your energies and focus them on more positive outlets. Some of you could be dealing with a fellow fire sign, in particular a Leo. For your current energies, many of you I see are working really hard, whether that's at work, on a project, or even at school, but you are very focused on something. This is my perfectionist card. I like to see this for you guys because whatever this is, you're going to have some type of positive results from all of your hard work. You could also be dealing with somebody with Earth in their chart or an Earth sign. The second card we have on this is the Queen of Cups. So some of you are also particularly emotional or feeling very loving around this time period. You could be connecting with somebody on a romantic level too. This could also indicate that some of you have entered into a new romantic relationship or are just kind of in touch with your feelings. Now, the message here, though, is that some of you might be a little bit guarded with your emotions because the Queen of Cups is choosy. He or she does not give their cup to just anybody, which is a good thing. And for your future energies, we have the Ten of Wands and the Lovers. So some of you might feel a little bit burdened by something or that you have a lot on your plate around this time period. We do have the holidays, so this is sometimes a really hectic time period for folks out there. So just make sure that you're not taking on too much onto your plate. Know when to say no and kind of turn down things if they're going to be a burden on you. The good thing about the 10, though, is that it means you're at the end of that energy. From 10s, we start over. So at the time you watch this reading, you could already be past this energy or kind of coming into this. With the Lovers, some of you are either going to have to make a choice about something, or you could be dealing with, like I was picking up, a romantic partner in the Queen of Cups. So two storylines here. Some of you are going to be faced with an important decision or choice that could be a burden on you. And like I said, this could be something that you're currently dealing with now. Now, the Lovers in traditional tarot decks is read as a choice of some sort. I rarely read it as that unless I'm getting the feeling that it's some type of choice that you guys have to make. And because it's coming directly after the Ten of Wands, for some of you, this is about some type of choice. Whether that's just in general or a new direction that some of you might want to go in, or an important choice that you've been thinking about a long time that's been on your mind and kind of a burden. And for others of you out there, this is about a romantic connection with somebody who's very significant to you. This is also my soulmate card. So very beautiful. And some of you could be dealing with the Gemini. Now, for your advice, we have two cards here, and I love it. I think it fits perfectly. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So for some of you out there, this is about your job or career or just even a financial situation in general. But this is a really beautiful message. The advice here is saying to really count your blessings and enjoy what you have and appreciate and be thankful for what you have. Many of you out there have created great lives for yourselves, have accomplished a lot, whether you realize it or not. And sometimes we live in such a fast-paced world that we forget everything we have because we're so focused on what we don't have. And we want more, more, more. So what this is saying is you've accomplished a lot, be thankful for what you have, and enjoy. Live in the moment a little bit more. At the same time, with the Four of Pentacles, don't be so focused on the material that you lose sight of the bigger picture and you stop listening to your inner guide. Because with this card here, he or she has dropped the torch, and the torch here represents their inner guidance, right? Because they're so focused on the material up here. The other message with this card is that some of you out there are very good at manifesting wealth, but are very focused on the material to the point that you are neglecting other things, maybe your spiritual side or other things that mean a lot to you, to the point where you're just focused on the pentacles or the material. So the message here is definitely count your blessings, be thankful for what you have, and enjoy, live in the moment. Don't lose sight of your inner guide, and don't be only focused on the material. I'm going to take a couple clarifiers here to get the final messages. Bottom of this deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So very lovely here, guys. I'm seeing an overall theme of a lot of pentacles here. So if some of you are not dealing with an earth sign or with somebody with earth in their chart, this is really telling me that many of you are focused on your job, career, a project, or even school. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is telling me that many of you out there are in a really, really good place. And if you're not facing this now, this is a positive omen that you will come into a very successful place. And this is also a yes for if some of you are wondering if you're on the right path. This means that it will all turn out in your favor. So clarifying the Eight of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups, we have the Ten of Swords for your current energies. The immediate message here is some of you might be working really hard to get over an ending that came into your life. So these are very specific messages, so please take what resonates here. But if you had an ending with somebody, with this person in the Queen of Cups, or just with somebody with these traits, this is telling me that many of you are working to overcome whatever this was, because the Ten of Swords is telling me that there was an ending for some of you guys and it likely left you hurt. You could have even felt stabbed in the back by somebody or even betrayed. And you're working really hard to overcome whatever that situation was. I'm going to take one more clarifier on that in just a few moments. And clarifying the Ten of Wands and the Lovers, we have the World. So interesting, guys. The World following directly after the Ten of Swords. This is really the same message. The World here is indicating some type of an ending or close to a cycle. Your current energies are kind of blending in with the future. It's kind of the same message is what I'm picking up here. There's something that there's a burden on you or you've been carrying around. And it might have been with this connection with the Queen of Cups, somebody that you felt really connected to, or even a soulmate. And for some of you, there was an ending to that connection, or you're trying to put an ending to that. And the World here is telling me that whatever that was, it's going to close out and it's going to turn in your favor. Everything is going to be okay. Because the other message with the World, it's also some type of success. Now, if that's not your story and you're not dealing with somebody, this could also just be some type of general situation that you've let go of or there was an ending to. It could have anything, a job, a project, perhaps something that you put a lot of work into and it was also burdening you at the same time. And you had to make a decision to get out of it or leave it behind. And this tells me it's going to be a success. Everything's going to turn in your favor. So I'm just going to take 2 more clarifiers here. Wow, guys, so we have the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of this deck again, and you remember it was at the bottom the first time around. Regardless of what is happening in your life, if there is some type of a struggle or you feel really burdened by a connection or in general, this is telling me that everything is going to be okay. And I keep hearing that repeating message, guys. You're in a really successful place in your life, or you're going to come into some type of success. Clarifying the Queen of Cups with the Ten of Swords, we have the Three of Cups. So for some of you out there, you are actively working on reuniting with somebody is the immediate message that's coming through here, guys. Because if you see the visual, person is working really hard. There was an ending to something, and Three of Cups is my reunion card. So for some of you out there, you are trying to manifest a reunion with somebody. And for others of you, if that's not your story, you're simply working on rebuilding, coming into a more positive place into your life. You're leaving behind something that came to an ending, maybe something that drained you or even hurt you. And you're rebuilding is the other message that just came through here. So very lovely. Whatever was no longer serving you, you're leaving that behind, and you're working on coming into a happier place in your life. As you can see, the people in this card are celebrating. So very beautiful energy, whatever scenario fits your story. And clarifying the Lovers with the World and the Ten of Wands, we have the Ten of Wands again. Wow. This is for your future energies. Ten of Wands, clarifying the World. The message I'm getting here, though, is some of you just might be taking on too much onto your plate. And again, I have the need to deliver the message of take care of yourselves. Don't take on too much. Know your limits. If you guys are working or in school, or you're just juggling multiple things, it's okay to take a time out, whether that's from a connection or, like I said, a general situation, because you don't want to take on too much. And the other message with this card too is be careful of not taking on too many things to just be a martyr about it, right? So you could say, oh, look at me, look how much I'm doing, look how much I'm doing for you, look how much I'm doing in general. So you can gain some type of attention from that. That's just for a select few of you out there. Whatever this is, there's going to be some type of success for you. And the other message too here is, if this is about you putting in a ton of work, this message with the World means that it's going to, again, turn in your favor and be some type of success. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time with love.